Now, my question is, how does the job market look for, let's say computer scientists coming out, let's say like 2010, 2011? What's your view on it?
Well, the market's always going to change. In fact, we had quite a few CIS and MIS majors at the University of Northern Iowa, which is my alma mater. I was not, a part of any of those programs, certainly. I mean, I was, in the humanities and fine arts. I was an English major. But I, hung out with geeks, so of course they were well versed in this kind of stuff. The market, at least in Iowa, seemed to be geared towards insurance companies. Because of that, they were still teaching COBOL at the university level for a lot of legacy applications that were still in enterprise and likely still are. Once a language is out there, and especially if there's heavy deployment and you have these systems that rely on it, I mean, the chances of it, ever disappearing between slim and none. I mean, COBOL is as much of a dead language as Latin. I mean, people still learn and speak and read and write that language. But in terms of the job market and where it stands, you're likely, with that degree, looking at throwing your resume at some rather large corporations. How is your skill set in terms of an independent developer?
Throughout my college years, I've been here for 5 years, and the language I've used most of the time was Java, and it was C++ before, then I switched over to Java at my school. So, I do a lot of programs for myself in Java, and Visual Basic, NHTML, XHTML, PHP. I've done a lot of database work as well, MySQL, Oracle, everything like that. So, on the side, I handle networking with my friends, and my programming skills, I would say, it's about I would say 60-40. It's pretty good, but I like more hands-on and networking, or, I try to do a side job, helping people with fixing computers and what's wrong with them. So
the consultant route is always a possibility if you're not really into quote unquote selling your soul to the man. There are quite a few firms out there that would basically outsource or be outsourced through. Where you're going to be able to apply your skills to it. The reason why I was asking about your the ability to develop is that is a very flexible skill, and you would be very wise to continue to hone that. Of course, networking is not going to disappear anytime soon. The more you can do in your community, and this really applies to any career, whether it's tech related or not, the more you can do, the more visible you are, either in a direct or ancillary fashion. Not only are the more job prospects going to pop up, whether you're an independent or whether you're working for somebody else. This is, kind of the way it's going and flowing. One of the things that I've discovered in, just local meetups and tweet-ups, I meet people with a wide variety of backgrounds, and some people are just looking for a new job, or maybe they want to change careers, and you don't know where you're going to be 10 years from now. You don't know where computers are going to be 10 years from now. But those social connections that you're making are going to enable you to, I guess, find the path before the path's been illuminated. There are plenty of events that happen, all across the world. Startup Weekend being one of them, and certainly programs like that where you have a group of people get together, create something, and at the end of the weekend they have something that may go on to be funded or not. Either way, the connections that you're making with other people will transcend any job that you happen to take, even any career that you happen to carve out for yourself. So my suggestion for you, beyond, what jobs may be available for that particular major, is be as social as possible. Those skills will transcend any job title you have. And specifically, be active. Be as active as you can. That's something that will put your name in kind of a collective mind share in terms of this is what this guy does really well, and our company now needs a position like that, or we know a company that needs a position like that, you're going to see opportunities just kind of unfold in front of you, and the being open in the sense of your I guess your quote unquote extracurricular activities is probably going to serve you better than the actual major that you received, or I guess the degree that you received at a university level. Because it's about the connections that you're going to make, not necessarily the knowledge you have.
Exactly.
I mean, not to underplay it at all.
Oh, no, yeah.
But, I graduated with a degree in English education, and I'm applying it, but I carved out a career that I never would imagine possible. Even up until the point I graduated, I didn't know what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So, the one thing that served me well is constant discovery and communication. It's absolutely crucial, especially in a questionable job market. You never know. You never know, especially the working for somebody else. You're subject to their whims and policies. If that's your thing, awesome. Just make sure you've protected yourself with a wealth of experience that makes you somewhat indispensable.
Very good, Chris. I enjoy talking to you, all the work you do, and I hope we talk again soon.
Sure.
So,
no worries.
all right. Have a good night, and take care, okay?
You too.
All right, thank you again. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.